Hello everyone, John with Fun to Be Free, coming to you live from Disney's Animal Kingdom. Let's go! Oh, welcome to the fabulous Walt Disney World Resort here in Central Florida. Hey explorers, like I just said, John with Fun to Be Free coming to you live from Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park. You're gonna wanna stay tuned for today's video topic. I'll start to slowly, swing on my axis, or rotate if you will. I'll flip the camera in just a moment so you can see the guest entrance. Here's what we're looking at. Off in this direction, of course, is the exit. If I slowly pan over to the left-hand side, coming back into view now is the actual main gate, the guest entrance here at Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park. I'm slowly walking backwards. I'm not quite sure of the attendance levels here today. It doesn't look too crowded today, but we're gonna double check with that. But we're gonna slowly turn to my right-hand side. And the reason why you're joining us today, of course, is today's video topic. It's Walt Disney World, Florida. Disney's Animal Kingdom. Disney extended evening hours back? You don't say. Again, today's video topic, Walt Disney World, Florida. Disney's Animal Kingdom. Disney extended evening hours back? Stay tuned and find out all the details. We're going to jump into the breaking news in just a moment. But before we do, let's check in with the actual chat. I'm not quite certain if the gimbal head was reacting weird or funny there. I hope it wasn't doing that thing. I made some adjustments to the camera rig, so I hope that fixed it there. But let's get back on track here. We're now in the Oasis. We're gonna approach Discovery Island and the Tree of Life, so stay tuned for that as well. But we're gonna jump right into the chat here. And Rocket Raccoon Fan 1, welcome in, welcome back. Always good to have Rocket Raccoon Fan 1 here. Says howdy at Benny Rodriguez. MCM, oh MCM, thank you for joining us today. I understand how you're feeling about today, being superstitious about Friday the 13th, but I can assure you everything will be just fine. Like fine and dandy like sour candy here at Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park. But MCM says happy Friday the 13th. MCM, thank you for being here. Rocket Raccoon Fan 1 says here we go. Again, thanks for one. Tate MJ10, welcome in, welcome back. Tate MJ10 says, what's up? Well, hello there, Tate MJ10. And Fastest Radio says, join John live from Disney's Animal Kingdom. Discover if Disney extended evening hours are returning. Don't miss out. Like and subscribe to Fun to Be Free with John for all the magic. Thank you, Fast Radio. Thank you for being here. Welcome in, welcome back, Fast Radio. But again, Fast Radio says, join John live from Disney's Animal Kingdom. Discover if Disney extended evening hours are returning. Don't miss out. Like and subscribe to Fun to Be Free with John for all the magic. Thank you, Fast Radio. Rocket Raccoon Fan 1, I think I'll have to pop up the subscribe banner again, because Rocket Raccoon Fan 1 jumps in and says, no lines, no stress, just pure Disney enchantment. It's the next best thing to be in there. Hit that bell so you don't miss a spark, and let's make some magic together. Thank you, Rocket Raccoon Fan 1. Again, Rocket Raccoon Fan 1 says, no lines, no stress, just pure Disney enchantment. It's the next best thing to be in here. Hit that bell so you don't miss the spark, and let's make some magic together. And Chris, welcome in, welcome back. Chris says, hi everybody. Good to see you all today. Thank you for being here, Chris. I'm sure you're very excited about today's video since we're here at Animal Kingdom. Rocket Raccoon Fan 1 says, howdy John. Well, hello there, Rocket Raccoon Fan 1. Kevin Hawthorne, welcome in, welcome back. Nice to have Kevin Hawthorne in the chat again. Kevin Hawthorne says, good afternoon from Lakeland, Florida. Nice to see you. And we have Joasia. Welcome in, welcome back, Joasia. Joasia says, hello John and Frank. Well, hello there, Joasia. As Joasia probably is viewing simply because this is her favorite park, I believe, on Walt Disney World property. Joyce just says, hi, all explorers. And MCM says, only 4 hours in DAK, or Disney's Animal Kingdom today. Yes, that's right, MCM, you are correct. Park hours are till 6 p.m. Eastern. Joycia says, my favorite Animal Kingdom. Whoop, whoop. Oh, there you go. Nailed it, Joycia. Fastest Radio says, hello, Joycia. Joycia says, hey, hi, Fast Pass. And Chris says, my favorite place, Animal Kingdom. I love it. I'm going to have so much fun here at this place. MCM says, at Randy, are you from the West?
No.
Okay. So we're going to jump in with the breaking news here. It's getting a little warm, a little sunny, a little bright. So let me take Batman out of my pocket here. There we have Batman, or the Bat phone. I'm going to enable the wireless feature on the Bat phone. I'll be right with you. In fact, let's head into the Riverside Depot. Overhead is the marquee. Let's head in there for some air conditioning. And of course, so we don't have such a bright sun beaming down, blazing down on the phone screen. One moment, I just need a second to get all set up here, and then we're going to jump into the breaking news. The breaking news. Oh, give me a second there. Technical glitch, I apologize. It'll be just one more moment. One more moment, please. Okay, website credit goes to wdwmagic.com. Again, that's shout out to wdwmagic.com. And today's headline, after brief return to Magic Kingdom, extended evening hours move back to Animal Kingdom in late August 2025. So again, today's headline, after brief return to Magic Kingdom, extended evening hours move back to Animal Kingdom in late August 2025. This was posted 2 days ago in Early Theme Parks Entry and Extended Evening Hours on wdwmagic.com. And here we go with the actual article. The latest update to Disney's extended evening hours schedule shows the after-hours benefit shifting back to Disney's Animal Kingdom on Wednesday, August 20th, 2025, just 1 week after its brief return to Magic Kingdom on August 13th. This suggests that the August 13th event at Magic Kingdom may have been a one-off rather than a full return to the park's usual Wednesday evening slot. Here's the current lineup of extended evening hours. June 18th, Magic Kingdom. June 25th, Magic Kingdom. July 2nd, Disney's Animal Kingdom. July 9th, Disney's Animal Kingdom. And of course, July 16th, July 23rd, and July 30th, all Disney's Animal Kingdom, along with August 6th. And then it jumps back, like we just saw, to August 13th on Magic Kingdom. And then August 20th is Animal Kingdom. The Animal Kingdom events are scheduled from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., shortly after the park's regular closing time. These limited capacity evenings are available to guests staying at Disney Deluxe Resorts, Disney Deluxe Villa Resorts, and other select hotels. Disney has not provided an explanation for the ongoing shift, but the changes break from the long-standing pattern of Magic's extended evening hours. It's also unclear how long Animal in the rotation beyond August 20th, as the official calendar does not yet show later dates. So isn't that interesting, folks? So in a moment, I'm going to ask you to jump into the live chat, but I'm essentially going to say, hey, why do you think it shifts? So clearly June 18th, June 25th, those dates are at Magic Kingdom. And then, of course, July 20th is when Disney Starlight Dream the Night Away Parade debuts over at the Magic Kingdom. Okay. Go forward to August 13th. Why is there 1 day for Magic Kingdom? What's going on here, folks? And also, after that, so again, just a review, July 20th, Starlight debuts, and then August 13th, you have Magic Kingdom. That's clear as day. In other words, you know, there's a gap there because Walt Disney World is probably expecting an attendance spike from locals or annual pass holders around July 20th simply to view Starlight over at the Magic Kingdom. But jump into the live chat. Let's have an ongoing conversation. What do you think's going on here? But in the meantime, if you've just joined us, today's headline is after brief return to Magic Kingdom, extended evening hours move back to Animal Kingdom in late August 2025. So again, today's headline, after a brief return to Magic Kingdom, extended evening hours move back to Animal Kingdom in late August 2025. I'm going to take the graphic off the screen here. One moment. I'm going to disable the wireless feature on the Bat phone. I'll be right with you. And then, of course, I'll put the Bat phone back in my pocket and I'll zip it up to secure it. Zip it good. And in the meantime, if you're new to the channel, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that notification bell as well. We're currently in Discovery Island, folks, inside of the merchandise location here. We're going to pop out to, the exterior outside of Discovery Island, if you will. We'll come back to the chat in just a moment. But again, jump into the live chat. Let's have an ongoing conversation. Why do you think the dates shift like that? And why is there one date at the Magic Kingdom nearby or, close to when Starlight debuts, when they're expecting high attendance crowds? That's only going to push the attendance into other days of the week. It's going to be a little more chaotic at Magic Kingdom simply because of that one extended evening hours date, I believe. But again, jump into the live chat. Hello there.
Hey, what streaming platform are you on?
Oh, I'm on YouTube. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. That's my QR code there. You could just scan it. It'll take you right to the channel.
Okay.
Where are you guys from?
I'm from Texas.
Texas.
I'm from Pensacola.
Pensacola.
Got it downloaded. Yeah, I did. But
Here, just snap a photo.
okay. Thank you.
Have a great day. Bye-bye. Jump into the live chat. Okay, let's get back on track here, folks. We're now in Discovery Island, like I was saying. We're coming up to the Tree of Life here. Let's get a better shot. I'll pause here. Let's see where we are in the chat, though.
I'm pretty sure, like in my entire
I'm looking, folks. Hold on. Oh, I think I found it. Rocker Raccoon Fan 1 says, love the Tree of Life. Oh, look at that, how that worked out, Rocker Raccoon Fan 1. Bingo bango. Florida Mark, welcome in, welcome back. Florida Mark says, hello, everyone. Hello there, Florida Mark. Always nice to have Florida Mark. Florida Mark was here at Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park yesterday. Joe Asia says, haha, I'm always here no matter in what park you are. But Animal Kingdom is a must, haha. Thank you, Joe Asia. Thank you for being here. Fastest Radio says, did someone say Riverside? Fastest Radio. That's an inside joke, if you will. Yeah, the Riverside Depot. Here, I'll show you what the Riverside Depot looks like. That was the first indoor merchandise shop that we entered. Off in the distance there and over to the left-hand side is the Riverside Depot. And then, of course, over in this direction is the Discovery Trading Company. And on the opposite side, or flanking the pathway, is the Island Mercantile. You can get a better shot of the marquee overhead there. Did someone say Riverside? Is that Riverside Drive and, maybe Burbank? Disney Studios Riverside Drive? Fast West Radio? Maybe? No? I don't think so. I don't think so. Florida Mark says, hi, Rocket. And Rocket Raccoon Fan 1 said something, but the chat just jumped. Rocket Raccoon Fan 1 says, extended evening hours are back. Oh, I see where Rocket Raccoon Fan is going with this. So let's pop up the subscribe banner. But again, Rocket Raccoon Fan 1 says, extended evening hours are back. Like and subscribe for a preview for some of the things that you will be able to do during these extended evening hours. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Thank you, Rocket Raccoon Fan 1. Mark F, welcome in, welcome back. Nice to have Mark F here. Mark F says, Animal Friday? Yeah, I guess Mark F doesn't miss a safari. That right, Mark F? Florida Mark says, Animal Kingdom has lots of trails. It sure does. Where are we in the chat? It just jumped. Hold on, folks. Lots of chats going on, I think. And Yusuf, Y-U-S-U-F, Yusuf Montanez, I do believe is a new subscriber. Yusuf Montanez, I'm John with Fun to Be Free. It's nice to meet you, Yusuf Montanez. But Yusuf says, hey crew, well hello there. Welcome to the channel, Yusuf. And I'm looking for the chats. Where are we? Oh, MCM says probably MK's Halloween party starts August 15th and more info has been released. You might have that update when you're in Magic Kingdom next time, John. Possibly, MCM. I got to go check. I got to go double check that. I thought it would be a good opportunity to come over to the Animal Kingdom today. Right, MCM? MCM says, my city has Riverside Drive. Does it really, MCM? Lots of Riverside Drives. Surf Bum. Hello there. Surf Bum says, good afternoon, John, at Florida Mark, at MCM, at Fast West Radio, Rocket Raccoon Fan 1 and Joasia. Florida Mark says something, but the chat just jumped. Hold on, where are we? I think I found it. Florida Mark says Flame Tree Barbecue is very good at Discovery Island. I agree, Florida Market. It's always a good quick service location. However, I prefer Satuli Canteen over, of course, that particular Flame Tree. Fastest Radio says everything about me is Riverside. LOL, I guess it is Fastest Radio. Florida Mark says hi, Surf Bump. MCM says it's Surf Bump. Welcome in. Fastest Radio says hello, Surf Bump. Joycia says hey, Surf Bump. Rocket Raccoon Fan 1 says howdy, Surf Bump. Mark F says I love AK around Animal Kingdom safaris. I know you do, Mark F. A lot of people. Joycia says the weather looks glorious. Well, yeah, the key word being Joycia. Looks glorious. Looks glorious, Joycia. I could assure you that the weather is a little on the warm and humid side today, Joycia. So again, Joycia, I can assure you it is a little warm here. You could probably see my sweatiness going on already. A little humid here today at Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park. But in the meantime, we are entering Pandora, the world of Avatar. Of course, you know, stay tuned for maybe, I don't know, some Flight of Passage maybe? I don't know. I should really put on my sunnies. It's really bright out here. But I'm gonna flip the camera so you can see what my eyes are spying. Here we are. Welcome to the Valley of Moara. I'm sure everybody would love to experience some Flight of Passage, so hopefully stay tuned for that. I'm hoping that the wait time is a little on the lower side today. And if you're new to the channel, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the notification bell. Well, let's get back to the chat. Rocket Raccoon Fan 1 says, Satuli is so good. Love the burger pods and the chips. Rocket Raccoon Fan 1, they are so good. It's reminiscent, if you will, of McDonald's hamburgers. John Want Fun to Be Free does enjoy that very much. So I'm not quite certain what happened with the gimbal head there. It seemed like I was doing this, so I just, adjusted it real quick. So maybe I just, need to get more experience with using this particular gimbal. Or is it the actual hardware? I'm not sure, folks. MCM says, I guess it depends on whatever the news comes first per day. Or possibly MCM. Or, I just thought you guys would prefer Animal Kingdom today. Because, we haven't been here. And I don't know what it's been. It's been over a week, right? Maybe a week and a half. Can't remember. Maybe 2 weeks, something like that. But everybody likes Animal Kingdom, right? Like Joasia. MCM says, check Navi if there's a chance. Yeah, exactly, MCM. Great minds think alike, MCM. That is right. I have high hopes to visit, of course, Navi River Journey as well today. Joasia says, thank you, John. You're welcome, Joasia. And I'm still looking for our next chat, but the chat just jumped, even though I think we're caught up real quick. But I just wanted to mention, we're broadcasting live, of course, in glorious 4K Ultra High Definition or 4K UHD. Well, let's get back to the chat here. Heinz, like the ketchup, I do believe is a new subscriber to Fun to Be Free. Hello there, Heinz, like the ketchup. Welcome to the channel. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. It's nice to meet you. We go live daily, 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort. Heinz, like the ketchup. Heinz, like the ketchup says, have a magical day. Well, thank you so much, Heinz, like the ketchup. I'm glad you're here. We're here in Pandora, the world of Avatar. Stay tuned for Flight of Passage. Joasia says, yes, Avatar. Let's see where we are in the chat. We're almost caught up, but it's still jumping a bit. Joasia says, yes, Avatar, got that. Florida Mark says, Satuli Canteen over at Pandora. I haven't tried it yet. I'd highly recommend it, Florida Mark. It's my personal favorite for a, in-park, inside the theme park, quick service dining experience, if you will. And Rocket Raccoon Fan 1 says, 45 minutes for FOP or Flight of Passage. Look at that, folks. I did check the wait time earlier when I just got here. It said 50 or 50 minutes. So we chose a good day to come and experience Animal Kingdom today. Only a 45-minute wait. That's essentially half the amount of time on average, it seems like. And MCM says, at Heinz, like the ketchup, welcome in. Thank you, MCM. Oh, wait, the chat jumped. Let me look where we are in the chat. Yeah, MCM says Flight of Passage 45 minutes and Navi 50 minutes. Thank you, MCM. Joasia says we only have 67 degrees of rain and rain and rain. Really, Joasia? Here comes the sun. Do 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 do. Anyways, like everybody's saying, 45 minutes. 45 minutes for a standby entrance of Flight of Passage, and over to the right-hand side is the Lightning Lane. So let's join the queue. Stay tuned for this amazing world-class experience. Florida Mark says 45 minutes for Flight of Passage isn't bad at all. That's right, Florida Mark. It's less time than you waited, right? Hello there. Chat's still rolling though. Where are we? Florida Mark says, oh, where to go? Florida Mark says, hello at Heinz like the ketchup. And Joy says, let's fly on a Banshee. Hello there. Go ahead, please. Please, we're live on YouTube right now. That's right, Joy. Let's go fly on a Banshee up to the highest height on a moon in Pandora. That didn't work at all, did it, folks? Heinz like the ketchup says, thank you, John. You're welcome. Heinz like the ketchup. Thank you for being here. You just joined the bestest chat family in all of the YouTube land. Heinz like the ketchup says, thank you all. Florida Mark says, I got an avatar 3 times on Wednesday. Very low wait times. Awesome, Florida Mark. Look at that. 3 times. Scoot Adventures, welcome in, welcome back. Scoot Adventures says, hello all. It's fun to be free Friday. It's fun to be free in the Disney bubble. Most of all, it's fun to be free. Thank you, Scoot Adventures, for being here. And of course, shout out to Scoot Adventures. I left a link in the description box below. Scoot Adventures also does live streams from the Walt Disney World Resort. So of course, like, comment, subscribe, and support your local live streamer. Once John with Fun to Be Free's live stream concludes, once it's over, head over to Scooter Adventures. I left a link, like I said, in the description box, and like and subscribe. Fast Radio says, Scooter! And Rocket Raccoon Fan 1 says, they definitely took inspiration from this land from the Tiana's atmosphere. Is that the correct way to say it, Rocket Raccoon Fan 1? I'm not sure exactly. We're just gonna pause here for a moment, look overhead. We're gonna enjoy the vibes, as Scooter would say. The vibes, Johnny. The vibes, Johnny. Isn't this awesome, Scooter? We'll come back to Rocket Raccoon Fan 1's chat here in a moment. And we're gonna slowly come back down the ground level, and I'll pan the camera down below, if you will. That's where we came from, down there, folks. And then overhead and above are the floating mountains here in Pandora, the Valley of Moara. I'll just pause here for one quick moment, and we'll come back down to my level, our level, if you will. And we'll slowly bring the camera into our forward direction of travel. So lots of theming, lots of immersive environments here in the queue for, of course, Flight of Passage. We're still outside. We're approaching the interior cavern. I'm sure hoping that the reception holds out. For anybody new to the channel, I'm actually using AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, and Disney Parks Wi-Fi all simultaneously. So I'm hoping, hello there, I see, go ahead, please, go ahead. So I'm hoping that we're not going to experience some weak reception when we get into the interior of the cave and the rock work there. But let's get back to the chat. Rock Raccoon Fan 1 says they definitely took inspiration from this land for the Tiana's atmosphere. I'm trying to digest that. Are you saying like the moss, the greenery, the rockworks, the theming, the color palette? Is that what you're suggesting, Rock Raccoon Fan 1? MCM says buy your 4 o'clock Eastern and my 5 ADT. I'm having pizza, not pizzeria, with pepperoni, bacon bits, green peppers, healthiest on pizza, and cheese. Well, thank you for the update, MCM. Enjoy. Florida Mark says hello at Scoot Adventures at Fast Pass Radio at MCM. Fast Pass Radio says hello at Florida Mark. Scoot Adventures says hello at Fast Pass Mark. And Not So Scary Mary TV. Hold on, the chat's rolling still. We're pretty caught up in the chat, but it's still rolling, it's still jumping. Hold on a second, folks. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Go ahead. Hello there. Nice to see you. We're live on YouTube right now.
Oh, cool.
Hello there. Let's get back to the chat though. Not So Scary Mary TV, welcome in, welcome back. Says, hi John, hugs to all in the Fun to Be Free live stream today. Nice to have Neri from Not So Scary Mary TV. Hey Neri, if you couldn't tell, we're here in Flight of Passage queue. But shout out to Not So Scary Mary TV. Once John with Fun to Be Free's live stream concludes, once it's over, head over to Not So Scary Mary TV. I left a link in the description box below. Neri and Benny do an awesome job making videos and vlogs from the Walt Disney World Resort. But like, comment, and subscribe to Not So Scary Mary TV. And Scooter Adventure says the vibes, Johnny. The vibes. You nailed it, Scooter Adventures. I love it. Thank you for being here, Scooter. Florida Mark says, I love the scenery there. I agree, Florida Mark. You just can't get enough. You were literally here yesterday, but you just can't get enough of the Valley of Moara. Huh, Florida Mark? And we'll come back to Joasia's chat in just a moment. I'm trying to catch up to the party in front of us, since we only have a 45-minute wait time here. If you're new to the channel, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that notification bell as well. So I think we're back online. So it appeared we experienced a bit of weak reception there. Like I was just saying, I have AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, and Disney Parks Wi-Fi, and we still experience some weak reception. I'm not quite sure what went out, but the feedback from YouTube, it showed that I had like a black screen, and then it popped up into the weak. From YouTube. So I apologize for that, folks. Just trying to get back online here. Extremely challenging. Oh. So again, folks, thank you for your patience. The cellular data reception is literally showing 0% on AT&T, 1%, now it's 0% on T-Mobile, and 3% on Verizon. We're only online due to the Wi-Fi again, folks. So if the Wi-Fi gets flaky, we'll go offline for a moment. Really tough data connection in this spot here in the queue. And again, I have 4 different pipes, if you will. So AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, and Disney Parks Wi-Fi. So unreal level of poor reception here. But let's jump back into the chat. Joycia says, I might get emotional on this ride as with you today, as it is my favorite of all things existing rides. Had jaw drop after we left, and I would go over and over again. So I'll restate that chat because I'm not certain what's going out in the actual, video going out right now, video and audio. Joycia says I might get emotional on this ride with you today, as is my favorite of all existing rides. Had my jaw drop after we left, and I would go over and over again. Thank you, Joycia, for being here. And quick update, I'm showing that the chat has disconnected. So I'm hoping when we connect to, a more reliable source of data that the chat will come back online. But it shows the chat has disconnected, folks. Not certain what's going on there. Again, I'm monitoring my setup at the moment. The only 100% Wi-Fi. 0% carriers, all domestic. So let's see here. Again, I apologize, folks. The reception is extremely challenging in this spot. Okay, let's keep rolling with the punches, I guess. I'll just start reading the next chat. Keep in mind the chat has disconnected and I can't see any new chats, if you will. I'm not certain what's going to happen with the future chats once it's been disconnected, if they'll actually populate or not. We'll have to wait and find out, I guess. Let me double check where we are in the chat, though. Rob's Mad World, welcome in, welcome back. Rob's Mad World says, we all know the root beer float, but have you heard of the Beverly float? Dole Whip with the Beverly? Oh, that sounds disgusting, Rob's Mad World. Oh, I can't imagine what would that taste like, Joycia. Rob's Mad World, can you describe what a Beverly float with Dole Whip would taste like? Oh, as everybody is aware, and I should restate it. If you're new to the channel, John with Fun to Be Free says no thank you to the Beverly. Even though, of course, John with Fun to Be Free will say, try the Beverly, it's delicious, wink wink. Florida Mark says hi at Not So Scary Mary TV. MCM says at Not So Scary Mary TV, right back at you. Floatermark says the Beverly Float, John and Frankie's new favorite. No thank you, Floatermark. Rock Raccoon Fan 1 says, what's better than a complimentary Fun to Be Free cup of water? Really nothing. Liking and subscribing comes close. And also don't forget to hit the notification bell. Thank you for being here, Rock Raccoon Fan 1. But again, Rock Raccoon Fan 1 says, what's better than a complimentary Fun to Be Free cup of water? Really nothing, but liking and subscribing comes close. Also don't forget to hit the notification bell. Thank you, Rock Raccoon Fan 1. Joy, she says, wow, Rob's Mad World, Dole Whip Beverly flavor? Can you imagine, guys? Yeah, I don't think that would be any good. No, thank you. Scooter Venture says, second best park for Vibes, slightly behind the Vibes champion, Disney's MGM Studios. So, yeah, Scooter likes his Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park. Rock Raccoon Fan 1 says, yes, the Moss, etc. Got it. I understand now, Rock Raccoon Fan 1. Thank you for clarifying. Patrick Julian, welcome in, welcome back. Patrick Julian says, hey, howdy, hey, John, and everyone else in the chat. Thank you for being here, Patrick Julian. As you can probably see, the flight of passage queue where we're at is extremely challenging for cellular data reception, so I apologize for that. Quick update, I have 0% on AT&T right now, and 99, well, it just went to 100% Wi-Fi. Not So Scary Mary TV says, at Florida Mark, hey. Oh, and Tiki Man fan, welcome in, welcome back. Always nice to have Tiki Man joining us. Tiki Man fan. Tiki Man fan says, hey, at Rock Raccoon Fan 1, Mary. Thank you for being here, Tiki Man fan. That's awesome. And Mary on the Moves in the chat too? She must be ninja watching today. Joysia says, oh no, John and Frank are lost in Pandora's jungle. Yeah, that's the way to look at it, Joysia. That's a good role in the show, if you will. Yeah, so I apologize, folks. My camera rig that I call Frank 4K, that's Frank 4K, he got lost in the jungle and I had to go retrieve him. I found him cowering underneath some moss, Rocket Raccoon Fan 1. That's, you know, it's been inspired by Tiana's Bayou Adventure, their mountain. MCM says we're back at 14:30. Let's see how long. Yeah, 9 minutes ago. Thank you for that update, MCM. And quick update, I reconnected to the chat, but I'm still showing we were only relying on 100% Disney Parks Wi-Fi. I'm not even showing the cellular data carriers online. They're completely wiped, scrubbed, gone. Not even listed, folks. Just Wi-Fi only right now. Tiki Man fan says, hi, it's Surf Bomb Cruise and Theme Park Guide. Welcome in, welcome back. Nice to have Sierra here. Real quick, I left a link in the description box below. Once John with Fun to Be Free's live stream concludes, once it's over, head over to Cruise and Theme Park Guide. And of course, support your local live streamer. Like, comment, and subscribe, because Sierra at Cruise and Theme Park Guide, she does live streams from the Walt Disney World Resort as well. Thank you for being here, Sierra. Tiki Man fan says hello at Cruise and Theme Park Guide. Patrick Julian says at Tiki Man fan, good afternoon. Rock Raccoon Fan 1 says at Joasia. LOL. Cruise and Theme Park Guide says, hey Tim. And Sierra's so nice. Oh, Tiki Man fan. MCM says, hope your signal doesn't go offline when you try Navi River Journey. Hey MCM, we've never actually attempted that before with Frank 4K. So or I should say it like this, inquiring minds want to know. Stay tuned and find out, MCM. Surf Bomb says, hey Tim, Tiki Man fan. And Theme Park Giant, oh boy. Hold on a second, the chat's just doing this. Gotta find it. Theme Park Giant, welcome in, welcome back. Theme Park Giant says, I was testing this queue the other day and there are several completely dead areas. You could say that again, Theme Park Giant. Currently on 100% Wi-Fi right now. All the other cellular carriers fell off a cliff, Theme Park Giant. But again, shout out to Theme Park Giant. Once John with Fun to Be Free's live stream concludes, once it's over, of course, head over to Theme Park Giant with the link in the description box below. And of course, like, comment, and subscribe, and support your local live streamer. Cruise and Theme Park Guide says, hey, Theme Park Giant. Surf Bump says, hi, Thad at Theme Park Giant. MCM said, popped in the week Frozen again. Oh, yeah, are you referring it to like Frozen Ever After at Epcot? MCM, poor reception there. Rocket Raccoon Fan 1 says, howdy at Lily's Life Dad. Oh, Lily's Life Dad is here. Ken, welcome in, welcome back. Nice to see you. Tiki Man Fan says, hi, Ken at Lily's Life Dad. Look at Tiki Man Fan and Rocket Raccoon Fan 1. You guys are so awesome. And TUPHHZFN, welcome in, welcome back, says, I'm in line for the same ride. Same kids from the Frozen ride at Epcot. Really? Look at how cool that is, TUPHZNFN. Thank you for being here. So maybe we'll have an opportunity to spot you, if you will, find you. Lily's Life Dad, welcome in, welcome back. And chat's still rolling. Let me find where we found it. Oh, here it is. Hi, Rocket and Tiki Man Fan. Great to see you. Thank you for being here, Ken. Nice to see you. Patrick Julian says it's okay. It happens from time to time. Hi, thank you for your patience, Patrick. Thank you. As you're aware, there's not much more John with Fun to Be Free or Frank 4K can do, except for just, bring you the, or cross our fingers, I should say. Because I've covered the entire map, folks. There's nothing else to provide for cellular data carriers in the United States. I covered them all, plus the Disney Parks Wi-Fi. So we're on four pipes on Frank 4K. That's all we can do here. Tiki Man Fan says the picture is outstanding. Well, thank you for the update, Tiki Man Fan. That's awesome. As you're aware, we're broadcasting live in glorious 4K ultra high definition, or 4K UHD. So if you're not viewing in 4K, there is a gear, a cog in the upper right-hand corner of your settings on the old YouTube. And you click that, click advanced, and then select 2160p, 2160p. That should be at the top of the screen after clicking advanced. And then select 2160p, and it'll be in 4K. Thank you, Tiki Man Fan. I do appreciate the update in regards to the picture is outstanding. Thank you, Tiki Man Fan. Rocket Raccoon Fan 1 says, Frankie Boy is a fast runner. Yeah, Rocket Raccoon Fan 1. Frankie got away from me. That's for certain, Rocket Raccoon Fan 1. Frankie got away from me here in the jungles in the Valley of Moara. Scooter Adventure says, hello, Sierra. Joy says, hi, Scooter and Theme Park Giant. Hey, I am caught up on the chat, but as it turns out, the chat is disconnected. So I'm hoping it'll come back online. So I'll get more chats. Stay tuned for more chats. So the chat just came back online. It just says it reconnected. But again, I don't know how it populates. Do they fall off a cliff? Do they get zapped? I don't know. I don't have any metrics on it. I can't tell. So I'm hoping they just sit in, La La Land until I reconnect, and then it pushes or populates my chat feature on my streamer phone app. Theme Park Giant says, hey, a Florida Mark, Beverly Challenge. Welcome in, welcome back. Beverly Challenge says a cool and refreshing hello to everyone. Thank you for being here, Beverly Challenge. Have you seen Magical Mike wearing his blue Beverly shirt by any chance, Beverly Challenge? No. And Daryl Dixon, welcome in, welcome back. Daryl Dixon says, good afternoon, John, and Patrick, Julian, Tiki Man Fan, everyone. Thank you for being here, Daryl Dixon. If you've just joined us, we are broadcasting live from Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park here in, of course, Pandora, the world of Avatar. Stay tuned for Flight of Passage. That's the queue we're in right now. Tiki Man Fan says, hi at Daryl Dixon. And Joy says, Floater Mark, hello. And Rocket Raccoon Fan 1 says, howdy at Daryl Dixon. Tiki Man Fan says, you are live on the chat at Fun to Be Free and caught up. Thank you again, Tiki Man Fan, for that. You are awesome. Thank you. Now I do know that it populates. Thank you. Park Bros, welcome in, welcome back. Always nice to have Park Bros here. Lawrence says, hey, John. Hey, everyone. Hello there, Lawrence, Park Bros. Quick shout out to Livin' in Diz. So that's Lawrence with his partner Corey from Livin' in Diz. Shout out. Once John with Fun to Be Free's live stream concludes, once it's over, we're not ending now, but once it does, head over to Livin' in Diz, like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to support your local live streamer. Thank you for being here, Lawrence. Rocket Raccoon Fan 1 says, howdy at Park Bros. Just a quick update on the tech, folks. 100% Wi-Fi only. All the other data carriers fell off a cliff. Nothing. So I'm also monitoring the bat phone carefully as well, because I think this is very valuable data for Frank 4K and John with Fun to Be Free to know how the carriers react in essentially no cellular signal areas. Okay, quick update. I'm getting 10% on AT&T right now and the rest on Wi-Fi. I'm going to refresh the Verizon or the Bat phone. The app on the Bat phone. Hold on, folks. we're broadcasting live from Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park. We're currently in the Valley of Mawara. Stay tuned for Flight of Passage. I'm hoping very shortly, folks. We are rapidly approaching the merge point here. When we joined the queue, it was saying it's a 45-minute wait time, which is not bad at all, about half on average. So not too crowded here, folks, at Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park. And quick update. So we're 1% on AT&T. Oh, it just dropped off. 1% on AT&T. I actually had T-Mobile online, but now it dropped off cliff. 97% on Wi-Fi, and the rest on... Oh, and T-Mobile just popped up, so the metrics changed. So we're actually getting some data out on the carriers right now. That's good news. Oh, and Jeremy Heath, welcome in, welcome back. Nice to have another fellow member of the mod squad. Jeremy Heath says, hello, Tiki Man fan. And Owen Robertson Ellis, welcome in, welcome back. Owen Robertson Ellis, nice to see you again, Owen. Owen says, I have returned. Lightning. We're here in Pandora, Owen, but you probably saw that. You probably see Joyce's in the chat too. Nice to see you, Owen. Thank you for being here. Taylor Chicago, welcome in, welcome back. Taylor Chicago says, hey, John. Well, hello there, Taylor Chicago. Jeremy Heath says, MCM, Park Bros, hi. Rock Raccoon Fan 1 says, howdy at Owen Robertson Ellis. MCM says that Jeremy Heath, welcome. Look at this stunning effect. Tiki Man fan, isn't that cool? What other amazing effects can we discover here in the lab? MCM says some chats in the middle may fall off the cliff, and even if it's near the edge, and John missed them. I did, MCM? I'm doing my best here, man. Scooter Venture says that reception in the area of the queue is just as bad as the black hole side of the entrance to Pecos Bill. That spot under the areas to avoid. Scooter Adventures he's got it right, that's for certain. Scooter, real quick update though. At Pecos Bill Hotel Inn and Cafe, that hallway you're talking about, I'm able to walk through it with no issues whatsoever now. But this may be the worst area in all the parks, I think, is where in this queue for cellular data reception domestic carriers. Now this effect, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that. And in this one as well. All right, we'll come back to our forward direction of travel at my eye level, if you will. And we'll get back to the chat in just a moment here. And if you're new to the channel, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that notification bell as well. Fastest Radio says hello at Owen Robertson Ellis. Theme Park Giant says, hey Scooter. Joy just says, John, can you ask please if they have any job offers in the Pandora lab, please? Yeah. Joasia. I don't think they're accepting applications right now on the planet Moon. I'd say I'd pause here, but the queue is advancing, so I'm walking slowly, as slow as I can here. Get a best shot as I can for the most extended period of time I can. Rocker Raccoon Fan 1 says, I love these motorcycle seat kind of attractions. You do? So you like Tron too? Rocker Raccoon Fan 1? And Tiki Man Fan 1, oh, hold on. Chat just went. Tiki Man Fan says, do you know that MCM? I didn't think he missed any, but I came in only 5 minutes before he froze in the queue. Thank you, Tiki Man Fan. Owen Robertson Ellis says, my favorite ride makes you realize we have so many beautiful places on our own earth. It made me quite emotional. Did it really, Owen? It's stunning. It's so spectacular, Flight of Passage, though, huh, Owen? Florida Mark says, what are we experimenting on here? Joasia, enlighten Florida Mark what we're experimenting on. Joasia's probably at work right now. Wait, what's the time? No, maybe she's not. Maybe Owen and Joasia are probably home. I'll look at the time. They're probably home by now. Tiki Man Fan says, science! Is that like weird science, Tiki Man Fan? Weird science? With Anthony Michael Hall. Theme Park Giant says, at Florida Mark, we're testing the effects of Beverly on living organisms. Tiki Man Fan says science, and then Theme Park Giant says, at Florida Mark, they're testing the effects of Beverly on living organisms. Oh boy. Oh, I got a good chuckle out of that one, Theme Park Giant. We got to remember that one. They're testing the effects of Beverly on living organisms. The mad scientist at work here on Pandora. Florida Mark says, LOL, TPG. George said, I'm sure they need lab technicians there. George just wants to get back to the Walt Disney World Resort area. Submerged. Boy, it feels like we got a weak reception and the gimbal head was out of control. I had to jog it over. What's going on here, folks? I do believe we just experienced some weak reception, but I think we're back online right now. Like I keep saying, this queue is very challenging for cellular data reception. Hello there. Just one, please. Thank you for making the magic. Hello there. Nice to see you. Thank you for making the magic. All right, so in just a few moments, we're headed to the link chamber. Florida Mark says the Beverly experiment. Thank you, Florida Mark. MCM says that Tiki Man Fan, I know he missed them, so maybe they including some of mine that got zapped in the middle. Rock Raccoon Fan 1 says Tron is one of my favorites. Oh, you may have said that before. When I said that, I'm like, oh, I think Rock Raccoon Fan 1 said that too, because of course he's a fan of Guardians and Tron. Tiki Man Fan says, gotcha, MCM. Georgia says, oh no, John, relaxing on sofa. Oh yeah, because it's a little later there this evening. And Devon Maine, DEVON MAYNE. Devon Maine, I do believe, is a new subscriber to Fun to Be Free. Hello there, Devon Maine, and welcome to the channel. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. It's nice to meet you, Devon Maine. What ride is this, he asks. Devon, this is the Flight of Passage in Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park. Stay tuned for this amazing attraction. Tiki Man Fan says, no, it was the science from the, the Warren Zevon song, but I was referring to the iron particles being shaped by magnetism. Got it, Tiki Man Fan. I love it. I love it, Tiki Man Fan. Thank you for being here. I really enjoy when you're in the chat. Devon Maine says, oh, Avatar. Nailed it. Nailed it, Devon. Tiki Man Fan says, magnetism, very different. Tiki Man Fan. Is it like magnification? I know, two clearly different things. Magnification. MCM says he couldn't have read the chat when the lost signal because that's fall off a cliff. Owen Robertson Ellen says, but John, we miss you. And Frank, Haiku wants to be on the stream. Owen, that'd be so cool. That would be so cool. Nevada Smith, welcome in, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a bit. Nevada Smith, I'll just use your line, howdy, howdy, howdy. But Nevada Smith says, howdy, all y'all. I love it, Nevada Smith. Thank you for being here. Nice to see you again. The Rocker Raccoon Fan 1 says, bought a lightning for Tron for tomorrow. That's cool, Rocker Raccoon Fan 1. MCM says, at Nevada Smith, welcome in. Thank you, MCM. Florida Mark says, hey, at Nevada Smith. Tiki Man Fan says, hello at Devon, Maine, at Nevada Smith. Joyce says, howdy, Nevada.
Come on forward. If I can take a big step to the side for me, come on forward.
George says, howdy, Nevada. Not So Scary Mary TV says, Avatar Flight of Passage was a spiritual moment for me. When I got off the ride, my eyes were watery. It was mind-blowing. I agree, Mary from Not So Scary Mary TV.
How many of you here? You have one. How many here? How many? Six. I'm gonna say you guys step to the side. My 3 and my 1. Come on forward.
All right.
As you guys step to the side. My 1, you're gonna be number 13.
13,
C3,
thank you for making the magic.
And then my 3, you're gonna be 14.
So we got row 13, if you will, or spot on C3. So we have to head up the steps here. And Theme Park Giant says, hi, Neri. We're looking for 13, spot 13. Lucky number 13 on Friday the 13th, MCM.
Number you were given.
We're in the link chamber. Rocker
Okay.
Confin 1 says this
Seal
ride is
genetic matching
unreal.
room.
Hi, and welcome to the Avatar program. Soon, you're going to have a chance to undertake an amazing Navi rite of passage, riding on the back of a Banshee by being genetically matched and linked to an avatar. Using avatars to fly this way was all figured out by my boss, Dr. Jackie Ogden. She leads our science team, which is part of the Pandora Conservation Initiative, and we're here in the Valley of Moara studying banshees and their environment. Over a generation ago, this enormous company called the RDA created a lot of damage to the area through their bad mining practices and conflicts with the Na'vi. Just like on Earth, it can take decades for ecosystems to recover. One way to understand what's going on with an ecosystem is to study what are called keystone species. These are animals like tigers, jaguars, seals. The banshee is one of these important animals. Okay, to get you flying on a banshee, we need to find each of you an avatar. Let's prep the genetic sampling.
I'm on it.
Okay, first we need to find the compatible match of your genetic material with the genetic material of one of the avatar bodies that we already have. Once we do that, you'll be able to link to that avatar and fly. Help us out and move around a bit. Almost. Yes, got him. Now, let's find you your avatar matches. All right, you've all been matched with avatars. Looks like they're ready for you in the next room. When the door opens, please go inside all the way in and stand over the same number that you're standing over now. And I'll see you in there.
Welcome everyone. Here
Hello
are your
there.
advisors.
Thank you for making magic.
You're welcome.
All right, we're gonna stand on 13. Lucky number 13 again. Please stand on your number. Will do.
Great, you've all made it. It's important that you can all see me, so move a little if you can't. Before we send you into the link chamber, let's watch this piece by Dr. Ogden, who runs the program.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Dr. Jackie Ogden from the Pandora Conservation Initiative. You're about to experience a ceremony that's very special to the Na'vi, flying on the back of an ikran, or as we call it, a banshee. To the Na'vi, connecting to an ikran and flying on its back is an incredibly important rite of passage they call Iknimaya. With permission from the Na'vi and in partnership with Alpha Centauri Expeditions, we can now bring this amazing experience to you. The way you'll be able to fly is by linking to an avatar that's already on the back of an ikran. Let's see how this works.
We establish a link using powerful psionic amplification equipment. A human driver is connected to an avatar, which could be physically hundreds of kilometers away. When you follow our technician into the link chamber, you'll see a series of 16 link chairs. Please go to the number that matches the number you're standing on now. First, stow your gear in the storage containers on the back wall. This should include all bags, cameras, and other items, including cell phones. It's important to push them all the way into the bin. Then get onto the chair as you would a bike. Straddle the seat, step forward, and sit down. Slide your hips forward until you are against the chest pad, and then move your feet all the way forward. Wait until you're seated before you put on your flight visors. Hold on to the hand grips as shown. It's important to hold on to the hand grips at all times. After you're seated, back and leg restraints will be firmly engaged. For your safety, throughout this entire experience, always remain seated and supervise your children.
Once the link takes place, you'll be connected to your avatar and sitting on the back of an ikran. It'll feel like you're really there. Moments later, you'll begin your flight. A Na'vi guide will lead you out. You'll experience the breathtaking beauty of Pandora, but you might also face some of its greatest challenges. Some of this flight might be intense. Ride and be brave. As the Na'vi say during this important rite of passage, Sivak Ho, rise to the challenge. Good luck.
All right, you ready? Let's get you into the link chamber.
Alright, you will be restrained at the height above the ground and the floor will move. If you have a fear of heights, prone to motion sickness, or are unable to stay seated for the 4.5 minutes of the flight, and you'd like to opt out, just let me know. 1 to 8, you can go and follow behind me. 9 to 16, you can follow behind 1 to 8.
Attention drivers, stow your gear on the back wall and then get onto the link chair the way we showed you in the video. Then put on your flight visors. For your safety, throughout this entire experience, remain seated, lean forward, holding onto the hand grips, and supervise your children.
Para su seguridad, durante toda esta experiencia deberán permanecer sentados, incluso agarrando las barras y supervisen a sus niños. Gracias.
Alright, everyone, go ahead and put your personal belongings in the bin. Once you take a seat, have your feet flat on the floor.
Remember, put your knees forward. Hold on right here.
Hello, everyone. We just loaded aboard, the vehicle, the seat, the link
Slide
chamber.
in as far as you can.
Slide all the way in.
And sit up tall. Restraint is coming up now.
Here it goes. Let's say lean forward.
Alright, just gonna show you the push and pull. So just continue to bring out stick or anything. Okay.
Oh, it doesn't extend.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah. fly?
Yes. Ready, Lucy?
Sivako. Also, one more thing. Just make sure that you keep it close to your chest, okay?
Absolutely.
Are you enjoy?
Thank you.
link chair, gather your belongings, and exit the link chamber.
Oh, old man getting up off the link chamber, folks.
Attention drivers, stow your gear on the back wall and then get onto the link chair the way we showed you in the video. Then put on your flight visors. For your safety, throughout this entire experience, remain seated, lean forward, holding onto the hand grips, and supervise your children.
Para su seguridad, durante toda esta experiencia deberán permanecer.
Hello there, thank you for making the magic. Let's take our flight goggles and we'll dispose of them in the return flight visor bin. There, I'll be right with you. Hold on. Thank you for your patience. Listen to the BGM. We're gonna head downstairs to the lower level. It says we're on exit level 5. Lots of steps here. We'll get back to the chat in a few moments. Let me navigate down these set of steps. We have still more flights to go, if you will. We have to get down to level 3. And then exit, I believe, off to the left-hand side. There's a link chamber behind us here on level 3. So they're stacked, if you will. But I quickly wanted to give you an update what was going on with the gimbal head there. Let me get all set up here. There's a weak reception signal. Let's get out of the cave first. Oh, hello there. John with Fun to Be Free. We just disembarked from, of course, Flight of Passage. And as you can see, the gimbal head was whipping around wildly on the attraction. At one point, it went from landscape to portrait. And I assure you, I didn't hit the buttons because I was moving around, very wildly, trying to keep it in the middle of the frame, middle of the screen. At any rate, so it did this, bunk, on its own. I had to bring it back to center or landscape. So interesting, right, folks? Let me flip the camera. We're now exiting. There's a pathway, there's a ramp, if you will, that'll take us down to the lower level, ground level. That's all the way down there. And then we'll go through Wind Traders, the post-show shop, exit through the gift shop. And if you're new to the channel, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that notification bell as well. I'm going to attempt to find where we were in the chat, though. Scoot Adventure says great details there and all over that park. Of course, designed by the great Imagineer Joe Rohde. You nailed it, Scoot Adventures, for certain. Shout out to Joe Rohde, very talented individual. Joasia says, we are nearly there. I'm so excited. Okay, so we're before we loaded on the attraction. Joasia says, 13 for Friday the 13th. Ha ha ha. You got that great, Joasia. And MCM says, cast member match today's date for you. John, you're in luck. I guess I got good luck today, MCM. MCM says, keep an eye on hidden A113s too. And the chat's rolling. It's a jumping. You know what I should do, folks, is I should send a audio video refresh. So I'll go quiet for about 15 seconds. You'll see the screen flash to a black. And I'll come back on the flip side. Stay tuned. And I think we're back online. I think we're all set here. Let me just double check to ensure the audio, I believe, is functioning correctly. I think it is. And let's get caught up with chat. Theme Park Giant says, my least favorite pre-show at Walt Disney World. Sometimes it takes Gonzo voice forever. It's interesting that they could adjust how long it runs, though. Thought. Yeah, Theme Park Giant is correct. It's dynamic. It's smart. It has branches. No, not like branches on trees, but based on how long or short the pre-show needs to be, it's very smart and it adapts. It's very interesting. There's a lot of programming going on into that pre-show, that is, folks. Good observation, Theme Park Giant. Joyja says, John, I'm curious how your avatar will look, or maybe Frank's avatar. I didn't actually look and see Joyja. I was trying to check into my technical setup on my camera rig that I call Frank 4K. I was making adjustments to it. Florida Mark says, riding a Banshee, experimenting with Beverly, having some Beverly ice cream, or enjoying Metro Goldwyn Mayer. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That's a random, but very well done, Florida Mark. Let's pop up the subscribe banner, and let's do it again. Florida Mark says, riding a Banshee, experimenting with Beverly, having some Beverly ice cream, or enjoying Metro Goldwyn Mayer, MGM. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you, Florida Mark. Georgia says, let's fly. Rock Raccoon Fan 1 says, yay, you could fly. And MCM says, at Rock Raccoon Fan 1, wrong thing. He's just played, MCM. Rock Raccoon Fan 1 says, I know at MCM, I'm joking, still the same idea though, LOL. Florida Mark says, the seats vibrated before my last ride, not the other time. Yeah, so Florida Mark is correct. They're ultrasonic, if you will. Not like Sonic the Hedgehog, but ultrasonic. Joyja says, amazing, I agree, Joyja. Not So Scary Mary TV says, what a beautiful experience, this show is cool. Disney Fan 1, welcome in, welcome back, says, best part, you nailed it, Disney Fan 1. Florida Mark says, my favorite. Hold on, hello there, thank you for making the magic.
Welcome
nice
in.
to see you. Have a great day.
You as well.
Florida Mark says, my favorite ride, it's so neat. MCM says, Flight of Passion would have felt safer wearing a chest mount. Frank 4K is a little large for a chest mount, MCM. Let me show you the overall size. I don't have a mirror in front of me, but there's some glass here that I could show you what the, and the reflection in it. Look at the overall size. So I'll get closer. So it goes from here, MCM, to down here. So it's very heavy, MCM. Frank 4K is much larger than Frankenstein Mark 6. And it's also more awkward with the gimbal head. The gimbal head has a mind of its own, as you saw on that attraction. I'll tell you, folks. Rock Raccoon Fan 1 says, so cool, I agree. Georgia says, my eyes are tearing. Are they really? Hello there. Thank you for making the magic. Where are we in the chat, though? Where are we in the chat? Yeah, again, Georgia says, my eyes are tearing. Georgia says, great job, Frank. Thank you, Georgia. MCM says, no wonder your gimbal went well during the Flight of Passage. Yeah, so I apologize, MCM. But the gimbal head, like I was saying, I guess when I bring it too fast or too quick, it whips and it goes from landscape to portrait automatically. And I went, whoa, we got to get that back on track. So stay tuned for a complimentary Fun to Be Free cup of water. Hello there, nice to see you. We're live on YouTube, but I'm just looking for one cup of water, please. Thank you for making the magic. Have a great day. Bye-bye. All right, folks, so we have success here. Stay tuned for the complimentary Fun to Be Free cup of water. And Brett Knutson, welcome in, welcome back. Brett Knutson says, good afternoon, John. Well, hello there, Brett. Nice of you to join us. We're in Sat-Uli Canteen, a quick service dining experience. So we're gonna get a quick cup of water. So of course, stay hydrated, folks. And Isabel_B, welcome in, welcome back. Isabel_V says, hello, John. And Isabel_V says, happy Friday, everyone. Hello there, Isabel. Nice to see you. Well, like I just said, we're at Sat-Uli Canteen right now. We're just gonna get a quick drink of water and we'll be right with you. Here, let's head over in this direction. And if you're new to the channel or you just joined us, we're broadcasting in ultra high definition. That's 4K, folks, 2160p. That's right. We're here at the beverage station. We're just waiting for the water. In the meantime, enjoy views of Sat-Uli Canteen on the interior of this dining experience here. Mission accomplished. And Rock Raccoon Fan 1 says, no lines, no stress, just pure Disney enchantment. It's the next best thing to being there. Hit that bell so you don't miss a spark, and let's make some magic together. Again, Rock Raccoon Fan 1 says, no lines, no stress, just pure Disney enchantment. It's the next best thing to being there. Hit that bell so you don't miss a spark, and let's make some magic together. Thank you, Rock Raccoon Fan 1. I'm just taking a sip of water there, too. And Chris says, hey, everybody. Are we having the best time at Disney's Animal Kingdom? We just got started, Chris. I really want to go experience Navi River Journey since we're here, in the Valley of Moara, so stay tuned for that. I'm hoping the wait time is still going to remain low as we passed it earlier. Theme Park Giant says, careful with those phone gimbals. That's how your phone flies off Guardians. Now that I know, not that I know anything about that. Theme Park Giant, I'm laughing, Theme Park Giant. I can't laugh to my full potential because I had water in my mouth. I didn't want to spit it all over, of course, Frank Mark IV or Frank 4K. LOL, Larry. LOL. Joey just says, oh yeah, Christopher. The Sorcerer, welcome in, welcome back. The Sorcerer says, hola everyone. Hey John, happy Friday. Nice of you to be here, The Sorcerer. We're here in, of course, Pandora, the world of Avatar. And floating overhead, if you will, are the floating mountains. We'll get a quick shot of that there. Did I happen to mention we're broadcasting in 4K today? We'll come back down to ground level here. It gets a little awkward holding the camera rig that I call Frank 4K over my head because it's quite large and heavy, because I am holding my cup of water here. My complimentary, fun to be free cup of water. Let's get an update on the standby entrance wait time. So towards the right hand side is of course the lightning lane for turn. And over to the opposite side, the left side is of course standby entrance. It's 60 minutes folks, so it went up in time. So we got lucky, 60 minutes. So that's good news. We'll pan over in this direction and I'll pause here for just a moment. But again, happy Friday to you, The Sorcerer. Thank you for being here. MCM says, The Sorcerer, welcome. And where are we in the chat? Oh, Kenneth, welcome in, welcome back. Kenneth says, hello from Denmark to all foxes. And the Disney Baker, welcome in, welcome back. The Disney Baker, I'll come back to you. Let me dispose of my complimentary, fun to be free cup of water. Hold on.
I'll let you know. I'll ask Tom. Yeah.
All right, let's get back on track here. And the Disney Baker says, hello, John. Glad to see you're hydrating. Can't be a great YouTube creator without being hydrated. You nailed it, the Disney Baker. Thank you for being here. Of course, you could see we're in Pandora, the world of Avatar. We just experienced Flight of Passage, such an amazing attraction. And shout out to the Disney Baker. Once John with Fun to Be Free's live stream concludes, once it's over, head over to the Disney Baker. Like, comment, subscribe, support your local live streamer. MCM says that, the Disney Baker, welcome in. The Disney Baker says, hello MCM, how are you today? And Chris says, hold on, chat's jumping. Chris says, oh yeah, I'm having so much fun exploring Animal Kingdom, one of the coolest places here at the Walt Disney World Resort. You nailed it, Chris. MCM says that, the Disney Baker, good, you? And Chris says, I could be an animal safari explorer, Chris, because I could be on the lookout for the animals like lions, tigers, and gorillas. Nailed it, Chris. I thought you were going to first say lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. Theme Park Giant says, have fun, everyone. Need to take care of some things. Thank you for being here, Theme Park Giant. The Disney Baker says, just finished making Walt Disney Magic. Time to make the trip home. Oh, so I'm your ride home, the Disney Baker? So I'm John, Frank 4K, and the Disney Baker headed home with you. Joy says, see ya, Theme Park Giant. And we have Navi River Journey with a wait time of 55 minutes. That's 55 minutes for Navi River Journey. So let's join the queue. John with Fun to Be Free and Frank 4K never actually experienced this attraction before. So we're going to attempt to give it the old go, the old shot. Of course, in 4K. So let's join the queue. Hello there, nice to see you. Thank you for making the magic. And MCM says that did Disney Baker a safe flight home. I didn't know he flies home. Is he a pilot, MCM? I think we're all caught up with the chat. Lots of details in the Valley of Moara, especially in the queue. Lots and lots of details. Chris says, oh yeah, hey, lions, tigers, and bears, oh my. From the Wizard of Oz, I get that reaction too, LOL. Hey, Chris, that's funny, huh? I like it when you're in the chat, dude. Who killed the... What's the line? Witch of the East. Was it you? Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Remember? Scoot Adventure's gonna pop in and go, oh, the great movie ride. Joasia says, another epic ride. You nailed it, Joasia. Rock Raccoon Fan 1 says, gotta go for a bit. See you later. Thank you for being here, Rock Raccoon Fan 1. We may see you later, though. MCM says, it's fun to be Free's very first Navi River Journey attempt. Like and sub. Look at you go, MCM. Thank you for that. Let's pop up the subscribe banner. Again, MCM says, it's fun to be Free's very first Navi River Journey attempt. Like and subscribe. Thank you, MCM. So this is what the queue is looking like, the interior queue. There's some fans overhead. One of my biggest fans is overhead right now. And there it is. Dead Disney Baker says, thanks, MTM. Joy just says, this must be the luckiest Friday 13th ever. Haha. Thanks, John and Frankie. You're welcome, Joy. Thank you for being here. Dead Disney Baker says, RT4 Navigator. LOL. Oh. Flight of the Navigator? I'm underneath the fan. I'm sure the audio is coming across fine, though. I'm not really that concerned. Hello there. Nice to see you. We're live on YouTube right now. Where are you guys from?
Texas.
Texas. A lot of people from Texas I'm meeting, like between today, yesterday, and the day before.
Are you from here?
I'm actually from Southern California. I used to work at Disneyland, but I moved to the Central Florida area. Now we do live YouTube.
That's so cool.
Hold on just a moment here. Tune in and find out. I have my QR code here. I can't actually see it on my camera rig. I call this Frankenstein. All right, if you've just joined us, we're here at Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park. The reason for our visit today, or today's video topic that is, Walt Disney World, Florida, Disney's Animal Kingdom, Disney's extended evening hours, back. So again, today's video topic is Walt Disney World, Florida, Disney's Animal Kingdom, Disney extended evening hours, back. If you've just joined us, once this live stream concludes, once it's over, be kind and rewind, because we go over all the details about the Disney extended evening hours. Are they back? Are they returning to Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park? Tune in and find out. Chris back in the chat says, I'll always be here watching all the live streams every Monday to Friday on this YouTube channel. Thank you for being here, Chris. Over in this direction is the merge point. You can see the lightning lane guests enter through the touch points there. If you look carefully, it'll even light up. MCM says, me and my relations rode this ride in the front row. You gotta love the rainforest scenery as you float along the way. It is very relaxing, MCM. Very, very, very intriguing. It's nothing but eye candy. MCM says, during the ride, the shaman of song sings lyrics written in the Navi language created by Dr. Paul Fromer from the 2009 film. Dr. Fromer posted lyrics on his blog in 2017. Very cool tidbit of information. Thank you for sharing, MCM. Chris says, you're welcome. It's always a pleasure to have everyone in the chat and all my friends in the world. Again, I like it when you're in the chat, Chris, along with MCM and everybody else as well. It's very neat to have you guys here with me. So I'm in front of the fan right now, but I believe you can hear me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the main camera offline for just a moment. I'm going to pop up a privacy screen. The reason why I need to do this, I need to refresh the T-Mobile data connection. As it turns out, Robin, or the camera that you're viewing on right now, or Robin if you will, is the T-Mobile phone. I need to refresh that data connection. So hold on just a second, folks. I'll come back to you on the flip side. It should take just, maybe seconds to do this, I'm hoping. Hold on. All right, I think we're back online. Thank you for your patience. That took a little longer than expected. Not certain what was going on. but I needed to refresh the app that was sending the camera feed to the streamer app. In other words, I had to refresh the camera. So we're back online with the T-Mobile. So now we have 4 pipes. Verizon, T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, and Disney Parks Wi-Fi. 4 pipes. But we're back on track now. Thank you for your patience. Let's get back to the chat. MCM says the exterior queue winds through the exotic. Oh, we got a weak reception. I think we're fine now, though. So weak reception here in the queue as well. MCM says the exterior queue winds through the exotic landscape of Pandora before leading into a covered queue, what looks to have been constructed by the Na'vi, and is filled with totems, signs describing the animals guests will encounter during the boat ride, and some woven artistic pieces. Thank you, MCM. Nailed it with that. All these awesome tidbits that you're sharing with us today. Thank you for that. Tate MJ10 says Frank is not having a good day right now. LOL. Yeah, Tate MJ10. It all just has to do with the actual cellular data reception. And as I think a lot of people in the chat is aware, Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park is a little challenging for, of course, AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile in spots. There are spots that are just no bueno, no dice for the cellular data here. Thank you for your patience, though. But we're back on track. We're online now. We have all the data we could eat. I say that now until we get into the interior show building of the attraction. Because like I said, we've never experienced this live in 4K before, along with Frank 4K. Florida Mark says it's a nice ride through the Na'vi rainforest. It certainly is, Florida Mark. I very much enjoy it. Thank you for being here, Florida Mark. Chris says, oh yeah, the Navi rainforest is beautiful. I do like it very much, Chris. Fast Fast Radio back in the chat. That's the spirit, Fast Fast Radio. Let me pop up the subscribe banner here. Fast Fast Radio says, like and subscribe to Fun to Be Free with John. Today's he's exploring Animal Kingdom and riding the Navi River journey. Don't miss the magic. Thank you, Fast Fast Radio. Again, Fast Fast Radio says, like and subscribe to Fun to Be Free with John. Today's he's exploring Animal Kingdom and riding the Navi River journey. Don't miss the magic. So this is our first experience broadcasting live in glorious 4K with my camera rig that I call Frank 4K Fast Fast Radio. So stay tuned for stunning views in ultra high definition of Navi River Journey. Chris says, I know all the boat rides. Pirates, It's a Small World, Jungle Cruise, Frozen Ever After. I love them. You like them all, Chris. That's cool. Geo the Duck says hi with a big hand waving. Welcome back, Geo the Duck. Joysia says, quality looks amazing, John. Thank you for the update, Joysia. Fast Fast Radio says, I take it we are all in meetings today. Probably, Fast Fast Radio. John with Fun to Be Free is conducting business on the side, trying to keep Frank 4K online today, it seems like, Fast Fast Radio. MCM says, at Geo the Duck, welcome in. Lisbeth, welcome in, welcome back, says, hello from Sweden with a pink hand waving. MCM says, at Fast Fast Radio, the Friday the 13th conference, I guess it is MCM. As long as it's not the Red Wedding from Game of Thrones, that we're going to be just fine here. Where'd the queue go? We get in line, we're like in the back of the line, it seems like. MCM's asking, any other news while waiting, John? There's no other news from Animal Kingdom that I can find, I think, MCM. We're almost there, though. We're almost to the merge point. MCM, as you're aware, there's just generally not much news that comes out of Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park. A little on the rare side. MCM says, I wonder what happened to Randy. He's missing this fun. He's probably in a meeting, MCM. Probably keeping the lights on over there. Deluxe says this is the biggest issue with the Navi River ride. The queue goes forever, I think. It's a rather small queue in size and footprint, but of course it's popular. It has on the lower right capacity. All right. So the merge point's just up here, so not bad. Coming up soon. Stay tuned for Navi River Journey. Mary on the Move, welcome in, welcome back. It's nice to have Mary on the Move joining us today for the first time. Mary on the Move says the mods are here. We just work for a living, but we're watching. Oh, you're like Roz, always watching, Mary on the Move? MCM says I was glad we go to the lightning lane for Navi before it's full. So you got to experience the lightning lane, MCM? You have deep pockets, MCM? Oh, hello there, John with Fun to Be Free, coming to you live from Navi River Journey Q. In just a few moments, we will attempt to, rocket past the merge point and load on the boat. And you'll have of course, the opportunity to experience the Shaman, one of the most amazing animatronic pieces ever created by Walt Disney Imagineering. So stay tuned for that, folks. MCM says that Mary Mo, welcome in. Joy, she says, Randy, Sonic, where are you guys? Working for a living? MCM says, got lightning lanes for my Disney vacation trip. That's so cool, MCM. That's an awesome way to experience the attractions here at Walt Disney World, but they could get a little pricey, if you will. I guess if you have more money than time, that's the way to go. Fastest Radio says Randy's busy buying cars in... Yeah, Randy was literally, I think, purchasing a vehicle yesterday and had the salesperson subscribe to Fun to Be Free. So how cool is that? Randy was the queue commander yesterday with his QR code. Deluxe says, sorry for the typo. Teams should have been takes, but autocorrect takes my swipe type thing, makes things go wrong often. I understand, Deluxe. I got the gist of it, I think. I know it's a little challenging sometimes with the autocorrect feature. I understand. Thank you, though. Thank you for being here. Nathan, welcome in, welcome back. Nathan says hi. Nice to see you, Nathan. Thank you for joining us today. We're here at the Navi River Journey in, of course, Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park in Pandora, the world of Avatar. Of course, the Valley of Mawara. MCM says audio animatronics figure of the Shaman of Songs seen at the end of the attraction experience. And you nailed it, MCM. And Ryan Wesley, welcome in, welcome back. Ryan Wesley says, how did Frankie's dentist appointment turn out? Any cavities? As it turns out, Ryan Wesley, he got a clean bill of health, and the dentist sent him with a lollipop, just like on The Simpsons. Ryan Wesley, if you just joined us, we're at Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park in Pandora, the world of Avatar. We're actually in the Navi River Journey experience queue. We're approaching the merge point. When we entered the queue as a 55-minute standby wait time, and what do you know it, just our luck, we're essentially at the end of the line by now. Thank you for making the magic.
Sure, like, yeah, I'm ready.
Surf Bum is crying laughing.
No.
Make sure we're stepping all the way into that cave as far forward as you can, filling in all that so you can get a view. That's right, walk
You're that's the only person who
all the way to it, all the way down.
No, I think it's good. I mean, it doesn't do it for me.
you so much.